WWE fans are known to be passionate, and that isn't a bad thing, but there are always a few bad apples that take things too far, wanting to get involved in the otherwise scripted action. These unscripted moments saw WWE fans invade the ring and in certain cases, even assault superstars. Number 10, Randy Orton gets a low blow during a live event in South Africa in 2013. Randy Orton was set to face Big E in a live event in Cape Town, South Africa in 2013. He stood on the turnbuckles and did his signature pose before a fan unexpectedly invaded the ring and hit him with a legit low blow. Security was quick to take the fan out, but Orton managed to kick him in his face, giving him a black eye in the process. Orton later admitted that he wished he hurt him more. Number 9, Bret Hart gets taken down during the 2019 Hall of Fame ceremony. Bret Hart was being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame for the second time as a part of the Hart Foundation, honoring the late Jim the Anvil Neidhart. However, during his speech, Hart was tackled by a fan who invaded the ring. Everybody, including fellow wrestlers, were quick to jump in on the action, and the fan was taken away, but Dash Wilder, aka Cash Wheeler, snuck in a sucker punch in the process. The attacker was later revealed to be an amateur MMA fighter named Zachary Madsen. In an interview 3 months after the attack, Hart revealed that he was aware there was a commotion, but didn't know somebody was coming for him until the last second. He is still unsure what Madsen's issue with him was. Number 8, John Cena and Jeff Hardy get an unexpected visitor. In a more harmless instance, John Cena and Jeff Hardy faced off on Raw to become the number 1 contender to Triple H's WWE Championship. During the bout, a fan invaded and simply lifted his hands before being tackled by security and taken out. The match continued as normal, and Cena and Hardy could be seen laughing at what just happened. Number 7, a fan interrupts Ryback versus The Miz. Ryback faced The Miz on an episode of Raw in September 2012 and had the A-lister in a position to hit him with the meat hook clothesline. A fan abruptly entered the ring but was taken down within a second, and Ryback hit the clothesline on The Miz. The fan was very lucky he didn't get in Ryback's way. Number 6, Daniel Bryan's final match before retirement is hijacked. Daniel Bryan's final match before his first retirement in 2016 saw him team up with John Cena in London to face the duo of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. A YouTube prankster group known as Troll Station invaded the ring, with one of them even managing to hit the rock bottom on the other. They were then taken away by security and referees. The group took responsibility but uploaded the video of the incident anyway. Number 5, a fan pushes Eddie Guerrero off the ladder. In 2002, Eddie Guerrero and Rod Van Dam had an epic series of matches for the Intercontinental Championship. It culminated on Raw in a ladder match that was one for the ages. During the match, Eddie Guerrero was shoved off the ladder by a fan who was quickly caught by the referee. Guerrero punched the fan, but admitted later in his book that he thought it was an impromptu run-in by Crash Holly. Number 4, a fan tries to square up with The Miz. In the build-up to the main event of WrestleMania 27, The Miz took John Cena out in a Raw segment in March of 2011. A fan who perhaps didn't realize that The Miz was playing a character invaded the ring and looked ready to square up with the WWE champ at the time. Thankfully, the fan quickly regained his senses and exited the ring before security could tackle him. Number 3, a fan throws a Money in the Bank briefcase on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was arguably the most hated wrestler in the world in 2015, but some fans didn't realize that a wrestler being booked bad didn't give them the right to physically assault them. In August of 2015, Reigns was facing Bray Wyatt in a live event in Victoria, Canada. The match against Wyatt involved weapons, but what Roman Reigns didn't expect was a Money in the Bank replica being thrown on the back of his head. He was visibly stunned while Bray Wyatt stalled for time as the security threw the fan out. Thankfully, fans were quick to put aside their hatred toward a fictional character and supported Roman Reigns. Number 2, the WrestleMania 23 main event gets interrupted by a streaker. The main event of WrestleMania is supposed to be the biggest and most highly anticipated wrestling match of the year, which is why everybody was surprised when the main event of WrestleMania 23 was interrupted by a streaker. Luckily, the streaking fan invaded the ring right before the bell rang, being taken out by security. Shawn Michaels sarcastically waved by, while John Cena looked puzzled at how he managed to enter the ring in the first place. Number 1. An honorary Shield member? At Night of Champions 2015, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were set to reveal Chris Jericho as their mystery tag team partner against the Wyatt family. Right before Y2J's entrance, a fan dressed in the Shield's gear entered the ring and stood behind Reigns and Ambrose before immediately being taken out by security. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns were seen holding it together, trying not to break character, while Bray Wyatt stood on the opposite end of the ring, laughing and mockingly asking them if that was their mystery partner. The fan was charged with trespassing before being sentenced to jail for 10 days. Invading the ring is never a good idea. That's gonna do it for our list today, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling to stay up to date with all the top wrestling news around the world.